Welcome back to Go Fries. This video is going to be a bit different because I'm not covering my usual tech topics. I'm going to talk about WordCamp, which is a conference that's going to happen in Malaysia in 2 more weeks from now, which is 9th September. And WordCamp is basically a day-long gathering of people who are interested in WordPress. But hear me out. Let me explain to you what is WordPress and every other thing before you decide to go off. Well, yeah, let's hear me out for this intro at least. Now there's a tablet over here, a lot of things to cover, but I'll make it fast. So I'll start by explaining what you'll be getting from this video. And even before that, I wish to make it clear that this is not a sponsored video. WordCamp has not given me anything. And I'm not a committee or a sponsor in WordCamp. I'm just on my own because I like WordPress and I think WordCamp is a great thing. And with that, this video will start about what is WordPress. After that, I'm going to share about the intention of this video, and followed by a brief sharing, hopefully brief sharing of my background and experience with WordPress, so at least you know who you're listening to. And after all that, after all these things, the things that I'll be covering, you'll decide whether you want to continue or not, because after that we'll be going through the speakers that are the topics from the speakers in WordCamp. So let's begin. What is WordPress? Essentially, it is a content management system. What is that? So basically, on your website, typically websites at the back end, there's a content management system, something that makes it easy for people to publish content. And nowadays WordPress is so powerful, you can even do layouts, like adding by using plugins or add-ons, these kind of things. You can drag and drop. I'm not going to explain to you in detail yet, but that's pretty much it. Basically, it's an interface for you to create what you see on websites. Okay, now next, what is this video about? So this video is to help fellow WordPress users, and not just fellow WordPress users, but fellow entrepreneurs or business people, whoever you are. If you ever are looking for a website, or you think your website is lousy, you can actually attend this event, because yeah, that's pretty much it. I would like to, the intention of this video is to help the local community. So let's move on to WordCamp. WordCamp describes the event as: join us for an exciting gathering of WordPress enthusiasts, developers, designers, and experts. Discover the latest trends, exchange knowledge, and build meaningful connections. Yes, correct. But I wish to share that you don't actually have to be a WordPress user. You can later on go through the topics, see, or at least listen to me as I explain, because you might be one who wants a website and don't know how to go about it, or you already have a website and you think can be improved. Like what I said, if you think it's earlier, I actually repeated the same thing. Basically, it is for you, or at least you can actually attend to get some ideas. Who knows? But so with that done, let's go on to the next part. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. So my background, okay, I started a web design company back in 2007, and back then I had not much business, so I started my Go Fries hobby, and that's how Go Fries started. And because I know how to design websites. Back then we did it all in HTML. I know PHP programming, so I know how to create scripts and all that, and database, whatever, these kind of things. Yeah, so in fact I've done a lot. I created systems for people to basically HTML, CSS on the front end, JavaScript. Back then we have PHP running on Apache, then connects to a MySQL server at the background, all these kind of things. I've done that. And then back then, so yeah, 2007 came, I started my Go Fries website, which is the YouTube channel you see now, is something that came later. I started the website. Back then I used WordPress. So WordPress helped me so much in churning out articles, putting pictures like that, so I don't have to manually code everything. I just write title, write the content. Back then the upload of images wasn't that good, so I FTP the images to my server, but I have a template already on how the images are going to be called. So basically publish articles, and then that's how I got noticed. That's how I got my business. That's how I later on was able to get brands to spot me, and I get in touch with them. How I got my business rolling, providing them services, and even now one of the brands I got in touch with, I'm actually engaged by them. I'm employed by them to be the country sales manager for Malaysia. So that's how good it is. WordPress helped me, and WordPress can help you. And that aside, I have many other projects. I'm a person with a lot of ideas, but I did not need to engage any web developers because I know how things work, right? So I have my hosting. I just buy domain, just in a few clicks set up WordPress, and a site is up and running. And even my GoFresh website, I went through the evolution of WordPress as it changes. I made themes, I made my own and modified plugins. I even modified themes with JavaScript and PHP, loading the database from WordPress and everything else to make it run the way I want, because not every time you can find the theme you want. You don't want to pay, you just get something and modify it. That's how I get it done. Whew, done. So why should you listen to me for this thing? Because I have experience in WordPress. I love WordPress, and I still consider myself a WordPress guy, and therefore I'm going to go through the topics to let you know what it essentially is about, just in case you don't understand, but it's pretty straightforward. So let's begin. First one is this one by Najoe, which is Aku Kena Hack, Macam Mana Nak Recover WordPress Site Aku. Now this topic, as he described, is discovering that your site has been hacked, and it's going to be a distressing experience. If you're not delve into all these details, I'm going to provide the screenshot, you can read it. It's not necessary for me to go through that, but I think this is good because he will say outline various recovery methods, emphasizing the importance of backup, restoring files. Yes, because in my experience, I've known of people who got hacked, SQL injection and all these kind of things. So it's good that you have a backup, or at least even if you don't know that, you know how to trace it, and you learn about plugins. What are the security plugins or exercises that things that you should and should not do. Basically, the hardening of the security, because WordPress is open. You can download the files and see. So sometimes there can be security breaches. So that's why always WordPress will have updates. So, but a lot of people, they just leave their site running, no backup, no nothing. So things can happen, but at least even if you don't do all that, you should know how to restore it. So this will be a very good topic for if you already have a WordPress website and you have no idea whether your developer or whoever in charge is doing that. Good, attend and you'll learn about all those things. Next topic by Jesselyn Tham, which is code compliance, integration, terms of use and privacy policies in web development. And I'm not familiar with that, which is why I'm pretty interested to attend for this one. It mentions that delve into the crucial intersection of web development and legal compliance. In this session, we explore key considerations of that. In this talk, this is very nicely presented information. The significance of using terms and use policies, domination. So basically, this topic is not WordPress related, but it's a good topic, especially if you are doing business and then you can understand the legal requirements and what to do, not to do. Great topic. Definitely something that even if you are, like I said, you don't have to be a WordPress user, you have a website and you think it's critical, I think that's a great topic. Next, by Nathan On, taking WordPress to infinity and beyond with ChatGPT AI. So yeah, you guys have heard of AI with ChatGPT and everything else. Interesting topic. Very lengthy description. So again, you just have to browse the thing. I'm not going to read through. But let's go to the end paragraph. By the end of this session, you'll get a comprehensive understanding on how AI can enhance your website management and free you from routine tasks like a genie granting wish, So basically, what I think is, it doesn't say much. So, but basically, you get a grasp that is about using ChatGPT to use AI to help you in streamlining your management of the site. So I think it's something that I would like to attend to, basically, because a lot of things are these things are just description of what the person wants to tell you. they can summarize, but it's not the whole thing. You have to attend to understand what it's about. So yeah, ChatGPT, prompting it to do things. So I just noticed it says we'll discuss the API capabilities, the steps to integrate into your WordPress site, and how you can tailor it to your specific needs. All right, let's done with that. Basically AI related. Now the next one is by Chung Hock. It is about everyone can design. Okay, in this session, I'll share my journey of overcoming obstacles and delivering exceptional designs despite color blindness. I'll provide practical tips and real-life design on how. Okay, basically, this one is more about design. He didn't mention much about WordPress, but I think it's good. So what I think is maybe his session will involve some WordPress theming changes. So yeah, if you're limited in your coding skill, believe in design was outreach for you. Okay, if you need inspiration for design, this session might be helpful. Go ahead. And next one is faktor yang perlu dipertimbangkan semasa memilih hosting WooCommerce website. Means factors that you need to consider when choosing a hosting service for a WooCommerce based website. So he'll be very brief description. As seen on the website, it says it includes like server performance, uptime, security, support, scalability. So yeah, if you're going to run WordPress thing and you don't know what your hosting package, anything to choose, I believe this session will cover it. Then next, we have 3 others. Now, even as I go through this topics a few days ago, I actually learned quite something, which is these 3 are very interesting. So I'll start with this one. What is headless WordPress and why should you use it? I like this topic. I cannot go into detail because, but I can summarize it for you in layman's term. This topic is so interesting that I actually did a research on it. I'm not exactly totally updated, but this is why there's WordCamp, because there's so many things in web development, in the web, and so many. Even I, just reading this topic, I did some research. So basically, WordPress has a front end, back end. So your front has a front shows you the UI, UX, and then there's the back end, the database, and the PHP script that is interacting, whatever. So what it does is, it is headless, means you can actually detach the front and the back. So you mean the front is running something else, while the back is using still using WordPress. So it's a different kind of approach where your front end is not reliant on the back end, because the front end can be using React, Angular, Vue, and all these kind of things. Again, I won't go into detail into that. Basically, splitting your WordPress front end and back end, make it not link, so you can scale your front end however you want. Interesting. I like that topic. And next one, that topic, I forgot to mention I'm supposed to mention the speakers. So the one about e-commerce is actually by Nurul, Syahmina, and then now the headless WordPressing is from Liton, Arefin. Okay, and next topic is from Pixels to Platforms: Navigating the UI UX Designs to WordPress Development Expedition by Jacqueline. So I would like the description is again brief. Previously a purely UI UX designer, afraid to learn coding, found it difficult. One day decided to give WordPress a try. Discovered that it allows you to create and manage basic websites. Who believe WordPress is a good platform that even try it out. Okay, so I think it's going to be a sharing session on like what it says, UI UX, and learn to use WordPress. All right. Next topic by Amirul, Nordin: Understanding and Overcoming Keyword Cannibalization for SEO. I like this topic. Though it's not WordPress related, it is helpful for your website, this kind of SEO thing. So from my brief, it actually prompted me to do a research from my, pardon me if I'm wrong though, but best way I can describe it would be when you have multiple contents that fight for the same keyword, it confuses the search engine, so it does not know which one to rank or prioritize. Basically that. Interesting. I'd like to know more too. Now the thing is, whether I get to attend is another thing, because my schedule is quite busy for that week. Might be quite busy for that weekend. I don't know. So few more topics to go. I'm preloading them. Phew, no end yet. Let's see. Right, WordPress passwordless authentication on WordPress. I think the title speaks. I don't see the need to go through in detail. Basically, using other form of authentication to log into your WordPress. Okay. Next, that is by Ivan Cristianto. Up next, WordPress, a journey to remember. Quick sharing of one's experience as a freelancer, then junior website specialist, then basically a journey. If you want to hear someone's journey on how one went from freelancer to now, what I see is a lecturer now at UPM, that sharing about WordPress. Is by Nuur Alifah Roslan. Okay, then next topic. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. We are 20 minutes in already. Empowering careers and community. My WordPress hopper journey. Again, it's a journey sharing. No comment. Journey sharing. Empowering career and community. Discuss how it impacts the person's career. By Jackie Kono. It's too brief. I can't make anything out of it other than the title. Next, why WordPress community event matters. Introducing next gen event project. This is by Devin Misri. How pivotal community events project knowledge and sharing. Basically talking about WordCamp like this. How in WordPress community matters. Yes, it does. I agree with that. And with the next gen WordPress event project, takes the center stage. Okay, this is beyond me, but it's definitely something I would be interested to know about. And next, 15 things you can do, 15 things you did not know and you can do with GraphQL in WordPress. This is interesting. I have no idea what GraphQL is. Basically, it said can be used for building headless WordPress, related to the earlier topic, but that's the and there's many other things. So again, I don't know what this is about. I'm interested. It says replacing domain site, converting image URLs in database when using new CDN, sending emails, whatever. Okay, interesting. Let me have a drink. Next. So, that one was by Leonardo Losoviz. I apologize if I read your name wrongly or anyone's name wrongly. Next one is by Laura Quimba-Yu, empowering women in digital spaces. Reflections on WordPress. Battling from businesses, leveraging. Okay, experience. This looks like it's going to be an experience sharing on how, like what is it? Women's experiences bring a unique blend of challenges. I agree. Sometimes I bounce information around with my wife and I can get good ideas too. Yeah, that's good. All right, a few more. 4 more topics. I'm actually loading them now. I didn't preload all of them earlier because I don't like to have too many tabs. So next, dominate Google search with these 10 technical SEO wins. So again, SEO related, not entirely I don't think it's WordPress related, but good to go to, because the earlier one is all about SEO word cannibalizing. This is 10 techniques to boost page rank, each winning tip, why is it for, how to do it. I'd say it's good, especially if you're interested in SEO. Next, building an awesome company culture with WordPress. Now this is interesting too. I read it the other day. Actually, I've totally forgotten about P2. It was announced quite a while back, I think. Then I actually had to research, and now I think I've seen it before. Basically, P2 is something that instead of using for your company website, it's actually use it for your company itself to, I would say, communicate in your workplace. I think this is interesting as well. Something that one can check out. You browse YouTube. There's always Monday.com. I don't know whether it's the same thing actually, but it says that builds an open and distributed inclusive workplace culture using P2, a WordPress theme built for team collaboration. So yeah, if you think you would like to use WordPress for your company, go ahead. Then the social way to build your next WordPress plugin business. Alright, so this person has did I introduce everyone? Okay, building the company culture one is by Gan Eng Chin. Again, I'm sorry if I apologize that I miss out the person presenting. So Dominic, the SEO thing is John Tan. I hope I read the name correctly, really. Next, the social way to build your next WordPress plugin by Shahjahan Jewel. So this one, the person has built the many plugins and all that. So this person would like to show which things worked and what did not, and how to take customer feedback, revise them, and build something that's good. Interesting way. This interesting thing, I guess, is an interesting one if you are into plugin building. I'm not a plugin builder, so not for me. Yeah, but something good to listen to. Next, turn your WordPress site into a mobile application. I'm by Sulaiman Misri. It says, imagine having your WordPress website seamlessly accessible on mobile devices, connecting and all that. With this game-changing approach, you will know how to turn WordPress site into a mobile desktop. I don't know how game-changing it is, because to what I understand, converting websites desktop version to mobile version is not something difficult. Plugins can do that, and people have been doing that for some 10 years. So I don't know. Alright, so this topic is again by Sulaiman Misri. I'm not sure what's game changing about this, but would be interesting to know about what this thing is about. Again, if you are listening to me, Sulaiman, no offense. This is just my thought based on the very simple description on this topic. And in fact, to all of you who are presenting, if you are watching this video, again, I wish you well. I think I really appreciate that you guys put your foot forward and be the presenter. That's a really great way to contribute. I'm sure you know what you want to contribute to the community. And like I said just now about that topic, and this applies actually to all the other topics, I apologize if I hope you don't take I hope you don't take offense on what I've said, because this is my thought when I go through the topics presented on the website to decide what I want, which topic is good for me and which is good for certain other people, maybe new people who are, and all that. Basically what I'm trying to do is interpreting the topics based on my experience as a WordPress person or as a web person in general. So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy this topic, and with that, another drink. Well, and I'll end my topic with this. As of the time of publishing this video, I'm just a very few subscribers away from hitting 10,000. So good luck to me, and good luck to all of you who are presenting, and I hope the turnout will be great on that day, and I also hope that my schedule clear up on that day itself so I can attend. Whether I'm purchasing ticket yet, that's another thing. Well, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.